Hello there, my name is PolishLynx, and I was supposed to play Valkyria Chronicles, but, well, chapter 14 is too cheatsy for me. And, well, I guess I will try to level up my people and then try to get with that game, but for now, let's do Unhack 2, which was released like, okay, I don't remember the exact number, but a few days ago, and we played Unhack both two previous games, and it was a great experience. So today, let's begin the next one. Actually, that will be the first Let's Play started in 2017, so that's also something nice. Alright, let's begin. Well, that kind of makes sense, so alright, I understand. No worries. Witty. 4 years ago, a programmer called the 5K Worm to lure more clients for his antivirus firm Smart Security. In cyberspace, he was known as the creator. Meanwhile, Ms. Director, the head of Acme Antivirus, bred worms of her own to win more jobs and compete against Smart Security. A2 that was. And Debug, my favorite. Witty and Miss Debug were Smart Security's most trusted AI. They held their creator atoned for his mistake and destroyed the 5K Worm. But rumors claimed both AI had perished during that battle. With the 5K Worm purged, Miss Director could no longer sustain her business and was forced to shut down Acme Antivirus. The creator, who barely managed to escape arrest, had no regrets about his decision to erase the worm. Cyberspace had enjoyed 4 years of relative peace, but now a new threat was about to emerge. With virus numbers back on the rise, the creator released Smart Security into battle once more. Yeah! Welcome back, dear Unhacker! Well, surprisingly, it's not dear pervert, because that's what we used to call me. The purple lights of Smart Security switched on one by one, indicating it was time for me to commence work. I crawled out from under my office desk to face this new day head on. Oh. Witty! Debug! As I stretched and took my seat, my employees rose from their chairs to shower me with morning greetings, answered them with a nod, and they sat back down to resume their duties. One of my staff snuck over to the corner to turn down their aircon, which explained why it felt freezing in here. It must be scorching outside, but please think about the bill, people. The outside world, of course, was like an alien planet in my view. I devote my life to programming, so I more or less never left this office. We had a shower here, so unlike your stereotypical coder, I at least kept my hygiene in check. Oh, that could have been really offending for programmers. Okay, my employees took care of the groceries, and I only ever switched between two shirts, but the grades never cared much for their appearances, and when it came to coding, I was undoubtedly one of the best. This office served as proof of my accomplishments. The programming world referred to me as the creator, and there was much more to this name than mere hype. An intern ran over to hand me a cup of mocha. After accepting the cup with a thanks, I picked up the figurine on my desk and adjusted her pose. We all had our hobbies, so no employee of mine would dare to judge. After cracking my knuckles, I tapped a key to jolt my computer out of sleep mode. Time to check out who was on my client list this week. Oh, I like it. I like how it looks. Let's see, first up was Mr. B with a hacked browser yet again. I told the guy to get off the porn, but well, a job was a job. Might as well sip on my coffee and enjoy the work. Neonya, the new AI of Smart Security, and accepting costume and mod requests. Okay, last line 6 hours ago. I opened the chat program and saw my AI partner was offline. She had been configured to snap out of sleep mode every morning at night, so looking at the clock on the corner of my screen, I still had 10 minutes left to wait. It might hurt my partner's pride if I rushed in solo, but even a junior coder could handle this small job. I could unhack Mr. B's system while browsing the web if I felt like catching up on the news. Time to perform a system analysis. Okay, so worms were blocking the front entrance of Mr. B's machine. Admirable teamwork for a low-grade virus, but these worms stood no chance against me. With my wealth of experience as an hacker, I owned more cleaning software and commands than I knew what to do with. Let's see, the ultra-level worm kill should do the trick. Several dozen worms burst in fragments as I executed the methods inside Mr. B's machine. The surviving viruses fled into some of the more obscure areas in the system, perhaps thinking I would not notice. Please, nothing in cyberspace could escape from the creator. I executed one of my favorite commands, Explosion 135.5F, and every last worm in the system vaporized with a mere 2 clicks of my mouse. The job took under a minute from start to finish, yet another record broken. Many CEOs of software firms could not even code a calculated program, but let's just say I was an exception. I actually was able to create a calculator program. Even if I suck at programming, a crimson light flickered on the side of my monitor. But that was a really long time ago, to be honest. I clicked my tongue, recognizing this was a worm's attempt to strike and catch me off guard. So much for beating my record. It looked like one of the worms had survived my explosion command. Pretty offensive, considering this was a virus from one of those hacking for dummies books. Energy blast fired out of nowhere and melted the last worm into goo, robbing me of the chance to deliver the final blow. Nice, cute. I like her. A red-clad AI appeared inside my monitor. Neonya, my mightiest creation to date. The crimson energy shimmering around her palm confirmed she was responsible for that attack. Neonya trampled on the worm's remains with her ankle boot, reducing the chance of a counterattack from 0% to, well, 0%. Neonya performed that action sequence just now for the sake of us humans. In reality, Neonya executed her Crimson Blast method, followed by a Seek and Destroy True, for good measure. I preferred walls of code personally, but I must admit these animations gave my mind less things to juggle. Humans would always have their limitations. You took a slept for another minute, I said. I was just about to finish the warm-up. Yeah, silly comment. I set Neonya to wake up at 9 AM, and there was no such thing as oversleeping for an AI. Sometimes I just found myself mistaking Neonya for a human because of how well she had been coded. Neonya, as always, wore a fluffy skirt that was shaped like a parasol. Her fur-trimmed clothes looked comfy to touch, and I balanced this with a tie to give her a smart look. My attempt at blending cool with cute, if you would. Neonya adjusted her berets. You rushed ahead without me again, creator! Neonya's deep voice matched her fluffy costume poorly, and I had programmed her to look nearly 6 feet tall too. She intimidated me sometimes. Take it easy, I sipped my mocha. Any antivirus freeware could have taken care of those worms. Neonya pinched her forehead as if she were starring in a painkillers commercial. I bet you copied Mr. B's porn while I was asleep. No, I didn't. Innocent until proven guilty. Enough fully ground. This job is far from over. I opened an scanning program to diagnose the system more thoroughly. Whoops. Neonya was right. There was indeed another virus lurking in Mr. B's machine. Your ego will be your downfall someday, Neonya said. Look, sorry for running off without you. It won't happen again. I smiled at Neonya, letting her facial recognition program pick up the gesture. Neonya stood there like a human who had been cryogenically frozen. Had she even heard what I said? I should schedule a system diagnosis. Neonya's framework must be clogged with all kinds of redundant data and spaghetti code. She was my most ambitious project yet, and the growing pains were evident. If Neonya glitched up and stopped in front of a client, I would have shut her down right away. She, however, would never allow herself to do such thing. Well, we had a few clients who requested for her to abuse them at an hourly premium. But that was a story for another time. I hope he didn't accept that. Anyway, we should destroy this remaining virus first. I glanced through the infected code Mr. B's system to see what we were up against. The programming style of this virus matched mine exactly, all the way down to those ASCII art I left in the comments whenever I got bored. Looks like I've got the fun, I said, knowing Neonya too would spot the similarities. Indeed, Neonya pointed at an ASCII bikini girl flaunting her assets in the comments. Only you would have tasted this for... Hey. Ouch! That hurt like having your child say you sucked at cooking. Really? At least Neonya had responded to my banter again, so I breathed a sigh of relief. Well, I don't know about the child cooking combination. Are you worried? Neonya asked, as if a fake could never top the original. Neonya nodded. Plus, we are the ultimate pair. Ultimate pair, huh? Maybe, maybe not. Before programming Neonya, I had Weedy and Debug by my side. The lessons they taught me lived on inside Neonya's code. Neonya was more powerful than Weedy and Debug combined. Technology improved constantly, and my skills had grown since 4 years ago. Still, it felt cruel to write the past of us irrelevant. Weedy and Debug had teamed up with me to destroy the Motherworm. The crimes we had committed only strengthened our bond, a bond that no AI today or tomorrow could ever hope to sever. You think about them again? Neonya said with disdain. She must have noticed this, as her voice softened when she continued. Weedy and Debug, right? Weedy and Miss Debug. Debug only granted her friend's permission to drop the Miss, and she never gave Neonya the okay. Weedy and Debug were Neonya's ancestors, so I prefer to see a bit more respect. Alright, back to scanning through the virus in Mr. Beast's system. When I tried to get deeper for more clues, a firewall emerged and barred my progress. These firewalls always did more harm than good. It allowed the virus to sneak past, yet it blocked Neonya and me as if we were the villains. I rubbed my palms, ready to tear a hole through the firewall, but Neonya cleared her throat to stop me before I could hit the enter key. We're here to repair, not destroy, she said. I grunted, feeling peeved. She was treating me like a cyber thug. Alright then, it's time to unhack. It's time to... Whoa! This looks different! Alright, I move like this. Got it, so this is a wall. I move here. Alright, I have to go here. Well, see ya! Right, this guy is moving dangerously. God damn it! Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did mistake. Right, he's all the way up here. 1, 1, 1, 1. God damn it! Alright, when he goes up, I have to appear and boom! There we go, job complete! We stepped through the firewall and looked at our target several paces ahead. This virus took on a human form, an AI-grade virus, just as like its bigger form standing its ghost. Maybe this one would have enough power to provide some entertainment. We'll see about it. Then again, maybe not. Neonya, even with all of that spaghetti code in your system, had enough strength to destroy most AI with a flick of a finger. Having her around always spoiled the fight. These days, coders use combat power as a metric to measure the strength of AI during battles. Neonya's combat power capped at 142,000, which was over 10 times that of the Motherworm. Let me take care of this. Let me take care of this, I said. Neonya rolled her eyes, not just shifting them upward, but a complete roll around her eyes, so gets like an emoticon. I called this feature into her, but it never failed to make me smile. Get on with it, Neonya said. You're moving slower than a dead snail. I edged toward the virus, pausing between every line of code in case he decided to pounce. As I approached, however, the virus remained frozen still. This lowly bug must have no idea I was the founder of smart security. It would learn its lesson soon enough. This AI sported purple hair that matched the colors of her top and skirt, but what startled me was that square-shaped hair clip she wore. Of course, I of all people recognized this shape. It was the logo of smart security. This was all becoming far too eerie for my liking. Weedy, I whispered more to myself than to her. This had to be a trap. I had deleted every last line of Weedy's code with my own hands, and her prototypes had been locked away in my garage. There was no way she could be standing here now. Neonya stared at Weedy with widened eyes. I had programmed Neonya to appear shocked whenever she needed the situation explained, but I had no answer for her in this case. Weedy, assuming this was her, locked gazes with me. Her eyes reflected none of the wired lines in the digital space. Those eyes looked like a pair of black holes that could suck me out of my office chair. This virus wore the same purple costume as we did, but the colors seemed off. The pale shades reminded me of frozen meats iced in a fridge. This had to be a fake, perhaps Needy or Edie? The virus took a step forward and Neonya shoved back. Never before had I seen her retreat. For to be fair, she had never faced a real puzzle of any sort. My confusion must be affecting Neonya's ability to operate. Come on, get it together. The head of smart security should remain calm no matter what challenge he meets. I leaned toward my keyboard and I input the same first as someone sniping in an online bit. Time to determine if this virus was the real deal. Inside the code, I found Widdy's phobia toward bugs, a passion for Tinder surprises, and her horrendous taste in dolls. The code had all been commented out, meaning they would never execute. Still, if a common unhacker compared this code with the original, he would no doubt claim this was the real Widdy. I, on the other hand, was no ordinary unhacker. This imposter stood no chance against the person who had written Widdy's original code. By literally reading between the lines, I could tell this was a fake. I pounded my fist against the table, spilling Subway coffee onto the desk. The culprit must have dumped this imposter here knowing I would stumble into her. In other words, this was personal. I switched to my console and jumped in the first attack command that came to my mind. Yeah, purge 0.2f would have to do. Neonya narrowed her eyes, looking like she had regained her composure. Keep this thing alive, we need her for information. I executed my purge command and the virus disintegrated without trace. That thing was far too weak even for an imposter. If I had known sooner, I would have used something like wine true instead. Neonya shook her head. You screw up big time, Greater! Yeah, hey, how's? I suppose no, she'd be that weak. You create Widdy, so you should know better than anyone else. That was a fake, madame. Widdy might be a dated AI by today's standards, but she could have beaten that imposter with ease. That AI was a husk who just so happened to resemble Widdy in appearance. This had to be the handiwork of someone who had a grudge against me. 4 years ago, I had created the 5K worm to win over more clients. Many still suspected me to this day, and they could well be hunting for that decisive evidence at this very moment. No way would I forfeit that information so easily. I was, after all, already paying the price as far as I was concerned. The faces of those who fell to ruins from bankruptcy still haunted my nightmares. Creator, Neonya whispered, sounding like some kind of kid lost in a theme park. Smart security needed my strength to stay afloat, and I would not let the team down. Thank goodness you're here, Neonya. I felt despicable for praising Neonya only during dark times, but I truly was thankful for her presence. Neonya, despite snorting in response, smiled ever so faintly. I should quit dwelling on the past and focus on looking forward. Whoever called it that weedy clone must be trying to mess with my head. Sorry to disappoint, but I happen to be quite resilient. Phew, that job took a lot longer than I had anticipated. A bit of time on the monitor would do me some good, so I rose with my cup in hand for a coffee refill. As I had for a kitchen, I paused before a couple of photos I had hung on the wall. One was a picture of Widdy, while the other showed her sister Debug. I traced a finger over Widdy's photo frame. Yeah, I of all people knew AI could not turn into spirits and watch over their creators, but at least seeing these photos granted me a small dose of strength. One of my employees ran up to me. Boss, you might want to see this. With my years of unhack experience, I had developed what some might call a cyber sense. Neonya called it a nerd sense, but to each her own. The point was, I had a hunch this would be a long day. My heart pounded as I followed my staff up to his computer, and the sight on his screen brought my worst nightmare to life. Another Widdy clone appeared on screen, gawking at me with her corpse like eyes. Her skin was so pale it looked almost white, as if someone had drunk this monstrosity out of the morgue. Another AI stepped out from behind the clone. It was second fake Widdy, or a third if you counted the one I had destroyed. As I recalled, I bumped into the chair behind me, causing it to topple onto the floor. I jumped when a pair of hands gripped my shoulders. For a moment, I thought those clones had clocked out of cyberspace and into the real world. Turned out it was another pair of walkers trying to get my attention. Sir, they're everywhere, one of them said. There were indeed Widdy clones standing behind every screen in my office. This explained why the clone from earlier was so weak. There was no such thing as infinite energy, and operating a single AI demanded plenty of processing power. The culprit must have made these Widdies weak to keep their memory consumption low. That way, more of them could operate at the same time. The government monitored AI behavior to avoid power imbalance, but hardware was a limited resource, so those officials rarely needed to step in. If processing power were infinite, AI might truly have enslaved the human race. Without the power restriction, I too would have 1,000 Neonyas running at the same time.
Idiot, pervert, fool, jerk, imbecile!
Then again, maybe not. These witty clones were admittedly a disturbing sight, perhaps scary enough to make someone smash his laptop with hammer as the last resort, but I knew better. My employees mattered to another, and this alarmed me more than those clones if this kept up. The past I had worked so hard to bury might resurface. The government had programmed AI of their own for years, but the 5K worm incident remained as one of the few cases they never managed to solve. Cyberspace was my playground, and I never would have created a 5K worm while leaving breadcrumbs behind. I had no right to be proud of my crime, but it truly was quite a feat. Even my staff were unaware of my sins, and I would prefer things to stay that way, so I better handle these clones with care. Another figure emerged inside the screen in front of me. Nuke, true, might be an overkill, but better safe than sorry. I know how much these clones knew, and I would rather not find out. Just as I was about to input my attack, this third figure stepped forward and revealed she was in fact Neonya. The leap was like seeing a wedding ring rolled to a stop right before it slipped down the gutter. Neonya knew I destroyed the 5K worm, but she didn't know I was its creator. I had kept this secret hidden from cyberspace, so she could not trace my footprint. Neonya believed we for the ultimate team, yet I had been so dishonest with her. I felt guilty, but in order for us to work together, it was for the best. Stop popping like that! I almost dropped on you, I said. Neonya swung both arms to her sides, releasing a pair of energy blasts that shattered the two clones. It was just purge, called twice, but the animation always impressed our clients. Neonya brushed one of the clones' eyeballs off her shoulder. These imposters are hacking into our mindframe! Trying to hack me. I faced a dozen employees that had gathered around me. Go and help Neonya fight off these clones. You need to help as well, Neonya said. This isn't the time for a porno break. I'll scan our system for clues. We need to find the culprit. Neonya strolled off to take care of business, so she must be a-okay with my plan. Good, because this was not a great time for argument. As my employees hurried back to their seats, one of them ran so fast he almost tripped over a cable. Maybe these guys thought I would fire them if they moved too slowly. Their concern was understandable. Even if I felt like it, she could wipe out the clones by herself while chilling in power saver mode. AI technology improved rapidly, and these days many firms had downsized to having just one manager with a single virtual partner. Perhaps I should follow that path in the name of good business, but for now, purging those clones took top priority. After returning to my seat, I blew on my hands to warm them up for the good god's tier typing I was about to unleash. My current record was 315 words per minute. Just saying. With my machine gun typing, I found my first clue in under a minute. Warning, 45 intruders detected. Data, Widi version 3.05. Source program X Ultra. Program X and Ultra? Those names did not ring my bells, but they sounded more like aliases anyway. They must be code names, like XX Shadow Darkness XX or Divine Warrior 69. I should ask Neonya later about it. An uninvited AI had rooted itself deep inside our system. This AI sucked up more memory than the clones, but it could just be pre-programmed, so no need to fret. This AI had snuck past our firewall and was now hiding on the other side. Since this was my system, I knew the password. I cracked my neck a few times and typed in the code. Error, incorrect password. How strange. I checked my caps lock and confirmed it was off. Maybe I made a typo. Then even the best of cyberspace messed up once in a while. I tried again and the incorrect password message popped up once more. See, this was why I once glued a note containing the password on my monitor, but no! Neonya ordered me to peel it off. Surely reminded me of the nagging grandma sometimes. Fine, I just had to break into my system and get past that way. I activated my hack program and got to work.
Hello, Clip here. It looks like you want to hack into the system. Can I do anything to help?
Ah, go away. I'm sorry. Alright, with that loser out of the way, I could finally do my work in peace. I like how her feet moves. Alright, how do you move? Alright, this way, like that, 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 like that. So I just follow you, right? Oh, the last one will be problematic. Alright, so I have to be one step behind. Boom, baby! Mission to complete. I stepped through the firewall with ease, and the uninvited AI was up ahead, so I placed my fingers on the keyboard, ready to obliterate this intruder before he or she had time to react. At least that was my plan until I saw the scene in front of me. Our system had been hijacked by fake weddies floating inside the glass tubes, dozens of them, perhaps well up to 100. Power was being drained from our system to breed these clones. As the leader of Smart Grid, that was my feather. I should have noticed something was wrong a lot sooner. Whoever was behind this must have known I would show up. This was why he or she had set up the scene for me to stumble into. If the culprit meant to scare me, nice try. For now, I focus on the AI standing in the middle of these clone tubes. An AI with long hair that was black like her outfit, for the colors way off. The designs of her top and skirt resembled that of Weedy's sister Debug. Yeah, I noticed as well. On her hands. The bandages and so on.
What the heck is going on?
Well, there were some clear differences. For one, this AI had an X symbol on her collar that I had never included in my original design of Debug. Her smart security hairclip had been replaced by an X-shaped one too. She reminded me of some bootleg one might find in a back alley store. First the witty clones and now an AI who resembled Debug too much for this to be a coincidence. I wanted to laugh it off as an early birthday prank, but I doubted my employees were this creative, nor would they dare to mess with me to this extreme. This AI donned a black mask with an X symbol slapped dead in the middle. She appeared to be taller than Debug, but her platform boots could explain that difference. Besides, an AI could change her appearance by modifying the code line within, height, hair color, face. Those were all subject to change at any time. This made me suspect this mask was worn for a different purpose, perhaps out of shame or fear. I raised my palm and pressed against the monitor. Debug? In the past, no matter how sleepy or upset Debug got, she would always rest her palm over mine in response. Humans and AI could never truly touch one another, but I still cherished the gesture. The AI lifted her hand and shifted toward mine. 4 hours might have passed, but I could never forget the way Debug shyly moved the hand. It was something she had programmed to herself, which made it all the more special. Right before her palms touched, the AI swung her arm at me. For an AI could never connect physical hit, her swipe still made me flinch. Creator, I can't. The AI said if you could call this speaking at all. Her words came out, all broken like a Motherworm voice chat from 1997. Despite the distortion, that was Debug's voice, or at least an AI could code it to sound like her. It was nostalgic enough to almost make me tear up. Mr. Creator, Debug tried to speak once more, this time with a little more luck. Help me. Debug, who did this to you? I'm gonna find that person. How dare they? When Debug tried to respond, her words sounded all glitched up. Rather than making her struggle further, I leaned against my keyboard and got to work. Someone must have forced Debug into doing this. That mask, the dark outfit, not to mention those sweetie clones. I must hunt down the culprit as soon as possible, or Debug will continue to suffer. Yeah, suffer just as she had done ever since I coded her 6 to 7 years ago. For once, I had neglected Debug after I created Woody. I then watched as the sisters forfeited their lives to slay the Motherworm. After battling the Motherworm, Debug lost all but around 14% of her code. Someone must have stolen the remains from my machine and built her back into this state. Fucking bastard. The original Debug had fused with A2. She would be angry I called her that now. The avatar of the Ackman virus, but there were no traces of A2's code anywhere inside this AI. If most of Debug's framework had been rewritten in human terms, one could claim she was no longer the same person, just a mere replica. Yet when this AI sounded like Debug and resembled her, I felt the stink. Nobody knew if humans had souls, but AI certainly did not. In that case, voice and look were all we had to go by. Debug operated several whole displays with her bandaged and trembling hand. Her source code had been modified, forcing her to act against her will. In the end, it still came down to one fact. Someone had a grudge against me, and Debug was being tormented because of it. I slammed my mouse against the desk, fed up with the injustice. Perhaps a criminal like me had no right to cry over right or wrong. Even the programmer wanted to screw with me. Bring it on, but keep Weedy and Debug out of this!
Save your strength, Debug.
Before I could finish my sentence, Neonya leaped in and hurled an energy ball at Debug. Debug strafed out of harm's way at the last second, but I doubted she did so out of her free will. Her jerky movements suggested she was being strung around like a puppet.
Keep your guard up.
Neonya glanced over her shoulder at me.
This AI means business.
This is Debug, in case you haven't noticed.
You mean now I pretend to be Debug?
Neonya rolled her eyes in a full circle again. This time I failed to see the humor. When I had a point, I was sucking through my heart and not my brain. Labeling this AI a fake was one thing. Asking me to blast her into bits was quite another. This AI could just be a Debug clone, but when she sounded and acted like the original, all the memories of our time together came floating back. This AI did not match Debug's appearance pixel for pixel, yet seeing her in this broken state still aches my heart. I must save her and figure out the rest later. Neonya crossed her arms.
You've always treated AI too much like humans, creator. This is a trap designed just for you.
I tried to block out Neonya's words. Instead of debating with my AI, I performed several scans to gather as much information as I could. Search complete. Unregistered alias. Program X. Combat power 83. Even without running a scan, I could tell Debug had next to no combat power left in her system. Her name, meanwhile, had been changed to Program X. An unregistered alias meant this AI existed without the government's consent. That would match the theory of Debug's code being stolen. I had seen the name Program X during my earlier search. The other alias I saw was Ultra. Either it was another AI that belonged to the culprit, or it was the criminal himself. Neonya conjured another energy ball. This time she gathered so much power that if Debug deflected the shot, our system would fry into popcorn. Neonya, stop! I said. I can still save her! Neonya's hand quivered as she summoned more energy.
There's no more clues we can extract from her. Time to put this washed up AI out of her misery.
I order you to stop, Neonya! Neonya opened her mouth, looking like she wanted to argue. Instead, she hurled her fireball at one of the clones tube next to Program X. I thought the Program X would try to protect her children, but she never turned her head as the fireball connected with its target. As the tube ruptured, its shrapnel punctured the glass of neighboring chambers, causing the liquid inside to gush out. The clones fell out of their containers, and when their bodies struck the floor, they flopped around like fish out of water. These clones had enough strength to squirm, but calling them AI would be a stretch. What a disgrace to the real Weedy. Neonya glared at me so hard her eyes twitched, but even if she drilled a hole through my skull with that stare, I refused to back down. Program X shuffled in my direction, but judging from the way she leaned her body back, I bet she had been ordered to advance against her will.
Creator,
Program X broke into a mad dash toward me before she could finish her sentence.
Let me handle this,
I reminded Neonya. Let me handle this, I reminded Neonya, who exhaled an irritated breath, but at least she obeyed my command. Program X brushed by me as she attempted to escape from our system. One of those dead clones on the floor blocked her escape route. Program X hopped over the cords, but when she landed, she slipped on the liquid that she had spilled from those tubes. With a gasp, she collapsed onto one knee. I caught up to Program X, doing my best to smile, even though it hurt so much to see my first AI being reduced to something so pathetic. Program X gazed up at me, but with that mask on, I had no way of seeing her expression. After a bit of twitching, she scrambled back up on her own. Neonya balled her hands in the face.
Let me finish her, Creator. This hand is no longer worth fixing.
If Neonya kept up with this, I would have to shut her down until this mess was over. Program X might be beyond repair, but in that case,
at least let me be the one to hit that delete key.
With that said, I understood Neonya's frustration. This probably made no sense to even an advanced AI like her. Machines were, after all, nothing but a pile of code. But AI differed from regular software. They acted like humans, and that was enough to make our hearts stir. My conscience was not the same program, not some program I could just shut off. If it were, I would become a machine. Replica or not, I must save Debug. This was my human pride trying to prove me we possessed a special quality and not shared by machines. I blocked Neonya's path and prevented her from chasing after Program X. Do as I say, Neonya. You won't get another warning. Neonya groaned as Program X's footsteps could no longer be heard.
If you do my soul, don't say never warned you.
Trust me on this, you will see. I acted confident, but inside I questioned if I could free Debug from her captor. Failure meant I would have to end her with my own hands. Right. my headphones are messing with me again. I really need to buy new one. Alright, at this point on, I will basically be saying, hey, hope you enjoyed this video, hope to see you in the next one tomorrow and so on, because that's where we will continue Unhack 2, but you see, before I started uploading this, I had a little talk with the developer, and it's not like I'm not allowed. I actually got the permission and to upload the whole thing, but I came to a conclusion that, well, I will not do that actually. So that will be it for now. Basically, you see what's shown in the demonstration version, because, well, that's the part that was shown up to over there up to now. So basically to that to the intro in the game, but I've actually beaten it already, and well, it's really great. You can say that's basically a, well, step forward, really step forward compared to Unhack 1, and well, it has some interesting turns of events, and basically because it won't be on my channel. And well, hopefully, I really hope no one will actually upload it on YouTube or anywhere. So basically, you should just go to Steam and buy the game by yourself. I mean, it's not really much. I mean, it's 7 euro, I think, right now, or something like that. I don't remember the accurate price, to be honest, because I got it with the soundtrack and the art book as well. So yeah. But, well, it's definitely worth it. So basically, if you want to see what's going on with the game, go there. And remember, it's my own decision here. The developer didn't really have anything to it. As I said, I got the permission to upload it, but decided not to do that, and, well, that's how it will be. Only one episode. So basically what's shown in the demonstration version, that's a word? I think so. You know, demo. Wait, demo actually. Surprisingly, it's pronounced demo, I think. I was surprised about it, so yeah, that's definitely like that, I remember now. So basically, yeah, that would be it for now. Maybe someday, maybe. We'll see about it. Do I want to add something else? Well, basically, I'm pretty sure, well, if you go and play by yourself, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. If you play the first Unhack, then, as I said, this is a step forward, and if not 2 steps, and, well, in my opinion, you can't get disappointed with what's been done here. So yeah, get 7 euro or whatever the price would be in dollars. Well, the same, not the same amount, but you know, the amount that would represent 7 euro. Add it to your Steam wallet and buy the game, because, well, you will have a lot of fun. Let's say, well, let's have a look. Okay, I spent 6 hours in it, so yeah. And for that price, well, I guess that's actually a good price for 6 hours of gaming. Plus I get the soundtrack as well, so that's also good. For the soundtrack, okay, the soundtrack is additional money actually, so yeah, for 7 euro you get only the game, but, well, you know. It's worth it. Trust me. Well, yeah. That would be it. So, I have to go and prepare something else for you. Alright, no, seriously. Hope you enjoyed this episode, basically, of Unhack 2. That one episode, hopefully, just watching it, well, basically, could get you to buying the game. And, well, I see you in the other productions, because, well, that's how it will be. See you then. Bye bye.